That's where I've been.
It's okay.
It
It's okay.
overran.
It's
That's no
okay.
problem.
We found out that we both speak the same language, me and Rugby. So we were conversing in our own language.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Awesome.
Okay, I'm leaving you guys. Okay, see you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Thanks, Ricky.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you,
bye.
Rugby.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Wayne. How are you?
I'm very good. Thanks. Thanks, Kishik. Thank you.
Yeah. So, it's a big moment for Italy. I mean, T20 World Cup for the first time. And how do you feel? Because when I was checking your stats on Cricket Info and I saw that you last played for Italy in 2023 in the T20, I mean T20 International. So after
Yes.
Joe Burns, he left that position. I mean, how did it all happen? Because I believe you were playing in England only, county for Derbyshire.
Yes, so I didn't play in the qualifiers. I wasn't allowed to play in the qualifiers. I had commitments with Derbyshire and I wasn't released.
Okay.
But the plan was always for me to be available for the World Cup,
Hmm.
even before the qualifiers. And beginning of last year, obviously, as you say, I haven't played any T20 international since 2023, but I've played 50 over cricket for Italy over the last few years, and
Okay.
I know the team and the players and the group very well, and there's a real togetherness in the squad and the group. And yeah, I mean, obviously how things panned out with Joe, the opportunity then came to me to captain the team, and it's obviously a huge honor, and I was very grateful for being asked. So yeah, it's obviously going to be a hugely proud moment for me to captain Italy into the World Cup.
As you just said, it's a huge honor, and but Italy after the qualifiers, how are you guys preparing? Because obviously for such a big tournament, you need to bring all the guys under one roof, play some practice games, gel as a team, know each other better. Because what I read about Italy cricket in on Google is that all have very different jobs and they get time from their respective jobs, like there is Jasprit, you other guys, they take out time from their jobs and then play for Italy. So how has that been? I mean, how are you managing those, and how Italy is preparing for the World Cup?
Yeah, so obviously with since qualifying, we've had to sort of look at how we're going to prepare and how we're going to be best prepared for the World Cup. And I think the Federation have done a fantastic job with facilitating that. We've had a tour to Dubai, a camp out in Dubai where we went. The group got together, other than a couple of players who had playing commitments in professional playing commitments in Australia, and Tommy Drucker was in Nepal.
Yeah.
So we got together. We had a camp out there. We played a few practice games. It was hugely beneficial. I think that's one thing for me. The togetherness and the bond that I've mentioned. Whenever we get together, it just clicks. I've had no other team like it. I think it's clearly to do with the shared heritage and connection that everybody has. And likewise, the guys who may have moved to Italy and who live in Italy as youngsters, the bond and the opportunity that Italy as a country has given to them, that shared sort of heritage and opportunity that we have as a group. When we get together, it's the connections that we have are really strong and powerful. And it's probably the reason why we have qualified as a group. When we get together, we feel like we're a team already. And being a part now, like the communication is always there with the group on the team WhatsApp. And I think in terms of the preparation, obviously after Dubai, the guys who are based in Italy, clearly the weather in Italy at the moment is not really conducive to outside training. So we've got 5 or 6 guys who've gone to Sri Lanka to prepare over the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks, and they'll be there until we meet up in Dubai next week. We get together on the 17th or on the 18th of January in Dubai. We have a series, a T20 international series against Ireland, 3
Yes.
games, and we also going to be playing Namibia while we are out there as well.
Okay.
So we've got preparation before we head over to India, and we're in Dubai for 2 weeks to train together to prepare and get ready for the World Cup. So we've put things in place. There's the other guys who we have quite a few guys in Australia, a few in South Africa at the moment who are training and playing and preparing before we head out to Dubai as well. So there's a lot of things that have been put in place in terms of the preparation to make sure that we are ready, and not just the training and the physical preparation, but the psychological side of things. Yeah, we're getting together as a group in terms of like our vision and purpose as a team, and like what we want to achieve at the World Cup, and it's that the connection on teams because we are not all together at the moment. It's obviously important to stay connected, and thankfully now the way the world works with the internet, like we're showing now, we're able to do that at a touch of a button. We can be in the same room together almost, and so yeah, the preparations are certainly there in terms of how we want to go about our World Cup.
Uh, we all know, I mean, we all know that Italy is known for its football. I mean, until last year, because of the great football players we have seen we have seen while growing up. So, how big boost is Italy's qualification for the T20 World Cup for the sports in general, for the sports overall in the country?
It's
Also, and
huge. It's huge.
also
We
Italy,
obviously,
the football is not going through a great time like it used to be because they
yeah.
haven't qualified for the last year's World Cup and this year's 2026 World Cup. Also, things are very dicey for Italy at the moment. So, how big boost is this Italy's T20 World Cup qualification?
I mean, it's huge. Obviously, cricket as a sport is not widely known in Italy, and it's our responsibility as players and as a group um, to grow the game within Italy and grow sport in Italy. And as you say, the football team at the moment are going through a bit of a tough time. And for us as cricket, it's the opportunity to play in a World Cup, and hopefully cricket will then be shown on TV, which will then inspire youngsters and the next generation to take up the game. We are a sports mad country,
Yeah,
and as we've seen in football, in rugby, and in
in
so many other
Olympics, even
sports.
in
But
Olympics also.
exactly, Olympics, it's huge. It is huge, and now like to grow the cricket game globally is hugely important, and for us as cricketers, and in our country, in particular. So we have that social responsibility to do that, and that's the sort of legacy that we want to be leaving as players into this World Cup. And it's important for us not just to go there to go to the World Cup and not perform. We want to perform, and we have the ability. We have players, we have match winners in the team uh, to be able to create upsets, and that's what we want to do as a group, both perform but also leave that legacy and the inspire the next generation of cricketers within Italy. That's hugely important for us.
Talking about the T20 World Cup, I mean, you have been clubbed with West Indies, England, Nepal, and Bangladesh, and some of your guys, and
Sorry.
yeah, and some of your guys, I mean, including you yourself, have played all these years in England. So, does that give you an edge over the English side and how they are playing? Mm, and how do you see your group? I mean, with all the other teams?
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen with the Bangladesh game as it stands at the moment. We're waiting to hear on that. Nepal, our second game, that's one that we really have to target to win. They obviously have some fantastic players. They've got their own T20 league. One thing that's beneficial for us is we do have a lot of guys who play in. We have quite a few guys who are professionals in England, in Australia, in
Mm.
South Africa, and who have experienced big franchise tournaments and competitions.
Yeah.
And we're going to obviously be tapping into the knowledge that the senior players or those the guys who do play in the franchise tournaments have, having played against the West Indies and the England players. I know a lot of the England guys really well, as do a few other of our players who've played with and against some of those guys. So that's going to be crucial for us, the experience and knowledge of those players and going into it. I think the main thing for us is to be able to go out there and really we have an opportunity to go and perform, and it's not being overawed by anything, but go and showcase our skills. And we don't want to look too far ahead in terms of the teams that we're going to be playing. Yes, we'll do our homework, but we're going to take it one step at a time, and concentrate on doing our skills as best we can. If we can control our controllables going into the tournaments, that'll stand us some good stead.
Even you have Kevin O'Brien and John Davis and as your support staff. I mean, we all know the innings that Kevin played against England in 2011 World Cup. I mean, Ireland defeated England. So how have been their inputs? How helpful have been their inputs towards your games?
I mean, yeah, crucial because both John, Kevin, and Dougie Brown have all
Yeah.
experienced um, World Cups with associate nations, and I think the impact that they're having on us, uh, and the experience that they've got to share with us is crucial going into the tournaments, and it has been crucial over the qualifiers as well, and the preparation and build up. The guys have been there, they've lived it, and to tap into their experience is vital for us. And yeah, obviously Kev's been involved in some pretty big upsets in his time, and sharing that knowledge is it's inspiring, and it's certainly going to set us up in good stead going into this World Cup.
We also know, I mean, uh, the prime ministers of Italy and India. I mean, whenever we see them meeting each other, they share a very good bond, and we know that both the countries, both India and Italy, do share a very good bond. And if you notice, for example, Afghanistan. Like they started in 2009 T20 World Cup, and see where they have come now in the next 15 years. I mean, they were
Mm,
the semi-finalists in the last T20 World Cup. So I believe this is the start for Italian cricket in the world, and from now on, in 10 to 15 years time, we can see Italy as big as Afghanistan currently. So how has been the I mean how has the Italian government supported you guys? I mean, what has then their inputs in terms of infrastructure or in terms of getting tours or practice or all these things and contracts? I mean, I don't think you guys have a contract system as yet in Italian cricket, but has there been any talk about it? How to improve the game in the country?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, really, really good question around that. I think one thing for us is uh, that's crucially important that we're reiterating to the group is this is the start. It's the start of a new chapter, because there's so much history to how we've got here. There've been teams and the sacrifices that players and officials and teams have made over the last sort of number of years. I'm talking probably 40 years, to get us to where we are now. So it's important as a group that we acknowledge and take that we're starting a new chapter for cricket in Italy, and the support that we are getting from CONI, the obviously the Olympic body in Italy is now vital for us in terms of putting up infrastructure in the country, because that's what's going to grow the game. At the moment, we don't have grass wickets in Italy. We've only got AstroTurf pitches. And for us to grow the game, we need to be able to have a facility where teams can come and play us at home. At the moment, we're going abroad to play any sort of international cricket has to be played abroad. We can't do so at home. And the government are working with the federation at the moment in setting up a new facility that is hopefully um, well, it's in the process of happening. I don't know how much details I can go into,
Okay.
but it's certainly something that is going to grow the game in Italy by international cricket coming into the country, and the government are working with the federation to make that happen, and that is crucial for us as a team, but also for um, the game to grow within the country.
I mean, uh, BCCI, the Indian Cricket Board, has been very crucial in the rise
Mm.
of Afghanistan cricket, in the rise of Nepal cricket. I know the distances between India and Nepal or India and Afghanistan is very less, and they can travel easily to India for practice. Even Afghanistan used to play their home games in India for some time, for 3 to 4 years. So
Yes, yeah, I
so
remember that.
so. Being the captain of the Italian team, being one of the senior members of the Italian cricket, do you have any message to either the BCCI or any other cricket boards around the world to help you grow, to give you that exposure, to give you that chance to showcase your talents?
Yeah, I think I mean for us the opportunity to be we've worked to be on this stage to be able to showcase that. And it's obviously we're not expecting anything given to us. It's about being earned, and that's what we want to show. We want to earn this right um, to be on the international stage. And I think the work that the ICC and the BCCI obviously play a big part in the ICC, but to grow the game globally and um, the game expanding its borders really, and certainly that's what um, us being on in this World Cup and on the international stage is going to do. European cricket, I think, is going to take off, and I think it's going to start playing a big. The BCCI will clearly play a big part in that,
Yeah.
um, and we want to try and grow the game across Europe, not just in Italy. And I think obviously the way the BCCI the influence that they have on the ICC and world cricket is obviously important for the growth of the game. But yeah, for us as a nation, it's important that we also take ownership to try and develop and grow the game within the country, but obviously with the support that we can get, any support that we can get from the bigger nations is crucial for that to happen.
Uh, I mean, while some of the teams they have already announced their 15 member squads, when is Italy announcing the 15
Yeah.
member squad?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say, but I know the players have been told.
Okay.
So I would imagine it'll be imminently.
Okay.
Um, yeah, if it hasn't already been announced to the clubs, I don't know exactly. But I am aware that all the players know the provisional 15-man squad.
Okay. And we all know that the conditions in UAE are kind of similar to the conditions in India. But don't you think
Yes.
a camp in India would have been a better for you guys?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good point. We are fortunate that Dougie Brown as our assistant coach has the facilities out in Dubai. Um, and the other teams were going to be out there. We are going to be in Chennai for some warm-up games beforehand.
Okay.
Um, and it looking to go to India before was one of the considerations. I think we looked at a whole lot of different options, but I think this was the one going to Dubai was the one that was probably the most appealing for us from all aspects, as far as I'm aware, from a financial perspective, and getting everyone together in Dubai. Yeah, I don't know all the logistics around it, but I think we did do our research into what was going to be best, and I know we did look at going to India beforehand, but I think we felt that the preparation that we could get in terms of playing games against opposition in Dubai who were going to be there was important for us as well. We do want to play more T20 eyes. We don't play enough. I think we probably have the least amount of T20 eyes out of any of the nation, or certainly do out of any of the nations there. So for us to play more games is crucial, and we had the opportunity to play Ireland in Dubai, so we took that chance.
And finally, I mean, how big a challenge for you personally? I mean, for a person who has not played international cricket for the last 2 years, and suddenly he is
Mm,
leading a team in a tournament like a World Cup for the first time. How big a challenge for you personally? I mean, how are you preparing
yeah,
yourself mentally and all those things?
yeah. I mean, I thankfully I've had a lot of experience across different sports captaining teams. Currently captaining the Derbyshire team. So I've had a lot of experience in captaining teams, and I've got a lot of support within the group, senior players, experienced players. So I've got quite a few guys who on the field I can tap into knowledge, and then as you said earlier, we've got a really experienced coaching staff
Yeah.
who've been to World Cups previously. So I think the group around will certainly help me with and make it a lot easier, and the togetherness that we already have, the connections that we have as a team. Um, it makes my job easier as a captain. The crucial things for me is just keeping things simple in terms of the communications, really being prepared, and a lot of clarity to players on roles, which I know myself and Davo will do as we go into the World Cup. So I'm relaxed in that way, having had a lot of experience, obviously not at a World Cup, but a lot of captaincy experience. And I realize that the pressures of a World Cup and um, the expectations are a lot higher. But I think thankfully I've had a lot of experience over my career with dealing with different situations like this, and my coping mechanisms I hope are in place to be able to do that. But I'm just super excited to have the opportunity to captain Italy for the World Cup.
Personally, I always support smaller teams who come up. Besides India, I am like a fan of all the upcoming teams like Afghanistan or Canada or UAE.
Well,
Now you are on my list. So I wish you all the best.
great.
I wish you all the
Thank you
best
so
for
much.
T20 World Cup, and I hope that Italy will upset one or two teams in the World Cup. I pray for that. And since you're coming to my hometown, you're playing in Kolkata. I also stay in Kolkata. I'm
Are
from
you in
Kolkata.
Kolkata? Oh,
Yes.
brilliant. Brilliant.
Yes,
Excellent.
I do suggest you to I mean before going from here, I do suggest you to taste some of the delicacies here. Rugby would know he's himself a Bengali. He knows some of the Bengali dishes like we do. So
Amazing.
I also
I'd
told
love to. I can't wait to get there and try them. I'm looking
yeah,
forward to it.
yes, and I told Rugby also that when you touch down in Kolkata, if there is a possibility, I'll definitely you meet you guys in the team hotel. So.
Amazing. Yeah. No, please do. Please come and say hi.
Yes, yes, and I love to meet all the players, and
We'll do that.
I'm hoping that everything goes well for Italy. You guys, the way you have planned, the way you have done all your things, you will be able to create some legacy, create some impact, leave an impact, rather I would say, in the T20 World Cup, and this is the start of the Italian cricket.
Thanks, Kushik. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. And I'll write this.
Absolute pleasure.
I'll write this interview and I'll share the links with you
the link.
and rugby both.
Amazing. Thank you. I'll share them on as well. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Take care. We'll
taking
see
the
you in
time.
Kolkata.
Yeah, see you in Kolkata. Thank you.
Awesome. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Cheers, Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.